Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. How are we all? So I thought I'd do a quick video on this cool new feature that has been added to the game, because I think it saves a lot of hassle and cuts out all the fiddliness of using one of these. So I'm not too bad on one of these myself, but sometimes trying to line up the sort of harvester head against the tree trunk can be a little bit fiddly. But I think our problems have been solved. So some of you guys probably will know about this already, but if you are new to the game or you're not aware of this new feature, then I'm about to show you. So we need to get ourselves a tree harvester. I've got this. It is one of the new ones that comes with part of the Platinum Expansion DLC. We are on Silver Run Forest as well, which is the map from that DLC. In fact, this is the actual one you start off with in new farmer mode on this map. So we need to jump in. We need to start the engine so we can drive around as normal. Happy days. Now what we need to do is, I'll just raise that up a bit. If we hold, I've got the help window on just so you can see what's happening. If I hold down L1 for me, because I'm on PlayStation, and then up the top of that help window it says turn on tree harvester. So if I hit square, opens up those jaws. Happy days, we are ready to go. Now this is where the fun bit starts. If we move towards this tree, now like I say before, you had to keep pushing out, moving around, trying to remember which button does which to bring it down and across. If we just drive towards this tree, look what happens. We get that yellow ring appear now at the bottom of the trunk. Now as you can see, we are nowhere near that tree, to be honest with you. We are sort of lined up with it, but we are a good distance away still. Now keep your eye on the help menu. So again, if I do L1, about halfway down that list, it says align harvester to target tree. Now for me that is going to be down on the D-pad. And what you got to do is hold that button down. So whichever it says for you, if you're on PC or Xbox, you need to hold that down. Because if you just tap it, I'll get a better angle. If you just tap it, it will move the header slightly and it will stop. So what we need to do is hold it down. Now watch what happens, sorry. Look at that. The ring that turns green, that means we are good to go. So if I let go, that is going to stay there. That is locked in place, and I didn't do anything apart from press 2 buttons. How awesome is that? Cuts out a lot of hassle, I think. Now if you want to, you can still raise or lower this header if you want to get down a little bit lower, because sometimes when you do this, it does leave a little bit of a stump sticking up, and if you're trying to clear an area and you've got a lot of logs in the way, you don't want to be hitting tree stumps and sort of running over them in your pieces of equipment and vehicles. So we can R1 for me, up and down, still move that up and down, and I can get that quite low down like that. And then if I go L1 and X, that cuts that tree, and look at that, we've cut that tree with ease. How awesome is that, I think, anyway. So I'm going to strip the branches off, and then we're going to move on to another tree behind us. Now I actually did place these trees down myself. I cleared this area just so you could see what was happening a little bit better. There weren't so many trees in the way. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, look, you can't even see where that stump was. It's round here somewhere. I cut it that low. That's pretty cool though. So it will even work on trees that you place down yourself, which is pretty awesome. So if we aim towards this tree, how far away can we actually get before we get it come up? So yeah, it's still quite a distance away. Pretty good. So as soon as you get that ring appear, L1, hold down on the D-pad, keep it down, press down. Look at that, it just puts everything into place for you. The ring goes green, and then we can cut the tree. That is so easy. How cool is that? Now, I had a few questions. I thought to myself, will this work on other tree harvesters, modded in ones, the original base game ones, and will it work on other maps? Let's go and find out. Right then, let's test this. We are here. This is Western Wilds that I'm on. Chose this one because I've already got this map downloaded. So I do have this Poncer Scorpion King mod tree harvester, and then I have the base game Rotner H21D. So we're going to try both of them on these trees over here. So let's jump in the Ponza. Same principle, so we need to turn on the processor, opens up the jaws. Let's go towards a tree. That's not looking good already. Oh no. So that one doesn't look very promising. Remember, that is a mod. Let's try this, which is part of the base game, like I said. So again, start the engine. Let's turn on the tree harvester. Opens up the jaws. Please work, otherwise this is a disaster. Oh, happy days. We have got the yellow ring. So if I do L1 and hold down on the D-pad, yes, it works. We can cut that tree. Now, I've just had one more thought that popped into my head when I was kind of setting this up. What about if we load into a map without the Platinum Expansion DLC selected as a mod? What I mean by that, if we go down to here, I've got quite a few mods selected as I loaded into this map. So the Platinum Expansion is over here. So what I'm going to do now is load back into this map without the Platinum Expansion. We will try this Rotner again and see what happens. Fingers crossed it works. Right, I am back and I've got some other pieces of equipment. I'm intrigued by this. Right, we do not have the Platinum Expansion included, so it would be up here at the top with all the other DLCs, but I did not select it when I loaded into the map. I've changed up some of the equipment. So this is the Poncer Cobra, I think. Yes, this is base game tree harvester. I've got a John Deere mod there. Obviously that is a mod, and then this pretty cool mod as well. So if you can't afford one of these big bad boys, you can hook up this to your tractor, and that is a tree harvester as well. So we're going to test them as well. So we're back on Western Wilds again, as you can see, just to sort of stick with the norm. Let's try the John Deere first. So same thing again, I guess. Turn on tree harvester, opens the jaws up, off we go. Now this could be just a thing that Giants have got going, so that's why some of the modded things won't work. It seems to be that way, doesn't it? So that isn't happening. Did kind of think it would be the case, but there's no harm in trying, testing, letting you guys know. So this is a base game piece of equipment. I'll just show you quick. It is this guy here. So hopefully this will work. Let's turn on the tree harvester. I'll just raise it up a bit. Is this gonna work? No, it is not. So I'm guessing it is only Platinum Expansion then. That's a bit of a shame, because if you haven't got Platinum Expansion DLC, disappointed in that. Let's just try this. I think we know the outcome of this one though. So we need to get roughly near that tree. I guess something like that. Unfold it. Turn it on. No, that's not going to happen either, is it? Disappointed. Right, let me go and try. I'm just going to try one thing. Let's grab that Rotner, because that worked, didn't it, last time? I don't think it will, but you never know. We'll quickly drive around there at 13 miles an hour. This is now turning into a longer video than I thought it was going to be, but I kind of started doing it and then all these questions popped into my head and I thought, do you know what, let's test it all. Let's find out, does it actually work? I could probably just go to one of these trees on our left because I bought this plot of land. So let's turn it on. That will open those jaws. Try and get a better camera angle for you guys. And no, we would have been in range then. That is disappointing. That's a little bit annoying. I mean, it's okay for me because I have got the Platinum Expansion DLC, but some of you guys, if you haven't got it, you're not going to get it. It's a bit disappointing. But there you go, guys. That's it from me. I thought I'd do some testing. I'm a little bit annoyed at the end results there. I genuinely didn't know any of the results from those tests. I literally got everything set up and hit record, and yeah, I'm a little bit gutted about that because I thought that was going to be a pretty nifty addition to the game. But there you go. So apologies, it wasn't the outcome that we'd hoped, but hope you found it useful and helpful. If you have, please hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.